position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their... And the Sun Devils will kick it away to start us off. Coming out with it, it's Landry. So Texas's offense will go on the attack first. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game was the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. Secures it at the 30. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. The Sun Devils offense has the ball for the first time. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, they can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Gonna look downfield again. It in. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. The give on the inside. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. The noise level is impose their will with the run. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Slams ahead. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And it's no good. After the miss, no change in the score.
That's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. RPO complete to open the drive. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it, he has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team.
Turning it on! He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds, marked it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Thomas.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Give to the back. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. On the run, it's Spears. Can't get him to the ground. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The negative play leaves him with 2nd and 12. Quarterback on the keeper. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught, close to the marker, it's Suggs. Touchdown, Longhorns! A great catch and run for 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And he'll bring it back. And the returner is stopped. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. He gets it up close to the 25, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24. Off the play fake. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback goes knocked down back at the 13.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking for room. It's short. He was trying to reach the sticks, but he doesn't quite make it down at the 23. It's 4th down. The Sun Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. The give to the back. Jukes his way for more. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. The Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They give it to him again. Turns it on in midfield. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Now he's looking to throw it. Going for it all. Touchdown, Texas! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
One thing this team has shown earlier this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Iowa State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Ames behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Iowa.
Use the play fake, now to throw.
We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
These quarterbacks are nightmares to play. Pretty good coverage on the outside. Man-to-man, nobody looking at the quarterback. He takes off. He doesn't look like a quarterback. Looks like a running back. Chews up yards, gets way down the field, and makes a big play for this offense.
Throws to the wideout. With the catch, it's McMahon. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now the play fake. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. So far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Sun Devils send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll just down it right there. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
That's caught. It sucks. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Trying play action. Shoots it to the left. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. On the run, it's Spears.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now as the whole playbook's open, the defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. The Longhorns will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wants to return it. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. This time it's complete. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Pocket breaking down. There he goes.
That time the defense was in man coverage. There was nobody watching the quarterback, so when he took off to scramble, nobody home to make a tackle right away, and he shows you the athleticism, he shows you the speed, and also shows you great decision-making that time, deciding to tuck and run for a huge play on the ground.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. He's got it on the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Now the lead is down to 11.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far from Austin today. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move-the-chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. And with that, let's get it back to our fellas at DKR.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up a 6. The Sun Devils want to move quickly.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Under fire. Got it behind the line. It's Westbrook. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the big fella. Good pick up a little bit short of the sticks. Completion a little short of the sticks. It's second down. Wants to go up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. The Sun Devils have their offense in high gear.
When this offense wants to, boy, they can go fast. After the completion and first down, right back to the line of scrimmage for more tempo.
Now they're starting to feel it. They got a first down at the 44. And the Sun Devils kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. The play action fake. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
The Sun Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. A strike downfield. And they're able to get him on the ground. And the Sun Devils come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Finds his big tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Right on the money. How many guys are left grabbing for air as he gets it to the 26-yard line? That last completion sets him up on second down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He'll do it himself. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bruce. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Going right to work up top. Grabbed behind the line. It's Spears. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll run play action. Pulls it in. It's Suggs. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Right on target this time. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. The Longhorns headed quickly to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43. And the Longhorns come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Complete on third down. Breaks the tackle and he's got room. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Give to the running back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Got it! And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to... The Snake scores it!
And I'll tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback's line. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Indiana is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by 11 to Florida.
Got the first down. Looking for more.
We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Unloads to the wideout. Complete on the comeback. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. He'll keep it himself. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Horns up and ready to hook him. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Here's the pressure. And the pass falls incomplete. That's how we'll wrap up the third quarter of play. But now, time for the fourth quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. We'll start this fourth quarter as they line up for the field goal try. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. It's good. Easy call for the refs. They're hanging around here. Leads down to 12.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Running to Green. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. Makes a connection. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Power football with the run. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. And the Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Grabbed in the middle. It's Suggs. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Longhorns will punt this one away. Catches it at the 30. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They just keep firing. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Creates a little space. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab inside the 30. Breaks into the open. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive to get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Fired in there, but incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Thomas. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. Working that left side now. It's a fumble on the play. Bounced right back to them. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one.
And what a great job by the defense, securing the wide receiver, getting the football out, getting it on the deck, and dadgummit if it didn't bounce right back to the offense.
So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Caught near the sticks. It's Suggs. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Longhorns look to keep this drive humming. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Bringing the heat. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down. The Longhorns line up to punt it away. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. Looking for a gap. It's short. Found some space and crosses the 10 out to the 11. It's a pickup of 6. Sun Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off play action. Got his man. Open space at the 25. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. And the Sun Devils are in the hurry up.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The Sun Devils can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. And the Sun Devils pounded the rock to move the sticks now back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down. Under fire. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. Guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week, too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's McMahon. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And that's a play the quarterback would love to have back. Late in the game, trailing by only 1 possession on 4th down. It looked like there was a window to put that football in, to get the catch, keep the drive going. The quarterback has an inaccurate pass. It falls incomplete, and that is probably going to do it.
these situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play is going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Going for the marker on the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day,